and get rocking. Okay, so we are in week 2 of our weekly masterminds, guys. On the screen it says nothing but the motherfucking truth. That is exactly why we're here. I'm going to deliver you all the information, hints, tips and knowledge that you need without any bullshit. I haven't got any agenda. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I've got nothing to promote because everything's virtually sold out. All I want is my members and people that work with me directly to be as successful as possible, following systems and nutrition plans and goal setting and mindset that is long term. None of this short term bullshit. So, like I said, at any point you can write me a question. You can be completely honest, tell me I'm talking shit, or tell me I'm talking honest, whatever it may be, but write it down and I'll see comments come through, guys. So the weekly mastermind, like I said, this is for me to talk to you. No bullshit, no lies. I'm going to go through stuff that I think is relevant to you. And the first thing that I think is relevant to you is hopefully this picture. Okay? Don't crucify me for my art skills, guys. Like I said, I'm trying to get better and better and better. And because I've just started recording, I just want to repeat the fact that for you nosy fuckers that are looking in my background, this is my new office. Well, it's getting transformed. And in the background you can see a board. The board is my new goal setting board. Like I tell you guys, I want you to write your goals down. I want them visible. I want them like a checklist. And I want people aware of them. So when people come to my house, they will see it. I will have dates next to my goals. People will see it. And it'll be a simple yes or no. Have I achieved what I said I was going to achieve? And do you know what? The thing about telling people and the thing about having it in view of people, it's quite embarrassing and quite, not shameful, but it's embarrassing if people see that you said you were going to do something, you wrote it on a board, and you haven't done it. So, like I said, I have my goals written down, but my goals are currently written down on a spreadsheet, and that spreadsheet's hidden away. Now I'm not hiding my goals away. I want them up so my friends, family, wife, everyone in my family can see these goals at any point. And also the good thing about it is that I'm going to tick those fuckers off. Okay? Don't worry about the squares on it at the moment, because I'm not setting that many goals. I haven't adjusted it yet, but I want it, so you can see I want loads of goals. And my goals are going to be based upon the areas in my life. Okay? So I've got the 4 areas. Let's get this down before I even dig deep into this picture. So the 4 areas. Look at this, skills. So we've got body. So that's my food and my fitness. Food and fitness. I've got my business. So these are the 4 areas, guys. Business. I've got my being. So that's my mindset. And the biggie, stress levels. Because we know a lot of people suffer with stress silently. And we get stressed and we get stressed and we get stressed and we get stressed. And we have no coping mechanisms, so everything crumbles. Body, being and balance. So these are the goals that I'm going to set. So that's my relationships. So that's my relationships with my family and my friends. Because do you know what? All the other people, all the nosy fuckers, all the people that I don't care about, I'm not going to waste my time on them. So the goals, because someone's asked me, I'm going to work on the 4 areas. Body, so that's my food and my fitness. Business, so obviously I want a profitable business. I want to be successful. I want to develop my being, so that's my mindset and my stress levels, and my balance, and that's my family, my commitment to my family, my friends, my partner, my child. So these are the 4 areas that I'm going to set goals in, because like I said last week, if this is your success table, so you've got your body, being, balance and business, okay? So as soon as you neglect one of these areas, there's massive stress on these 3. Neglect 2 areas in your life, the fucking table starts rocking. The table starts rocking, and it starting to crumble, and you're probably going to fall down. Okay, you need to put as much effort into these areas: body, business, being. You got to treat them equally, so you have a balanced life. So back to this picture, guys. Okay. This is a problem that I've seen and I've come across. This is currently some of you. Okay, this is you. This is the pit. So you're in a hole. You don't know how to get out. You've got the weight of the world on your shoulders, and it might sound like you at the moment, and you don't know how to get out. And there's people around you, these people that are so-called friends. I have to put little friends that are around you, that are pretending to help you. So you're in the hole, they're pretending to lean over and help you, but really they have the solution there, and they're just not prepared to do it. Because one of the things that you need to grasp is, as soon as friends like it until you become more successful than them. Then you find out a massive amount about them. Because if for example you were the overweight one of the group, the fat one of the group, and all of a sudden you start losing weight, you start getting fitter, you start getting stronger, and all of a sudden the attention comes to you. People start looking at you. People start talking about you. And then what happens is the people around you become far more aware of you and far more, I'll call it jealous, because the attention's not on them anymore. So what they try and do is they try and sabotage you and try and feed your ear with negative thoughts, negative comments, try and put you off track from where you're meant to be, so you can go back into the background and lead them in the foreground. So there's friends. You need to look at your 5 closest people, the people that are around you, the people that you spend time with. Okay, do they help or do they sabotage? And it's very, very simple, guys. Do they help you get to where you want to be, or are they sabotaging you? So that's sabotaging you when you're telling friends about a goal or your fitness or something you want to do with your family. Are they trying to put you off it? Are they saying negative things? Are they trying to stop you from going to your fitness classes? Are they trying to take you off your diet? Are they starting to call you boring because you're starting to achieve? All these things need to come and you need to start analysing the fact of what's actually happening with the people around you, because you can have the best fucking diet in the world, you can have the best fucking workout in the world, but if you've got no support, no social support, no friend support, it's going to be seriously difficult for you to get your ass out of that hole. Do you know what I mean? Every journey is hard enough as it is. But the people that you surround yourself, like I said last week, there's people, so you've got you here, and there's people that are below you, there's people that are around you, and there's people that are above you. And you need to train, you need to listen with, you need to hang around with the people that are in this area here. Because you're a product of your environment. You're a product of the people that you hang around with, the places that you spend time at. So if you're hanging around with losers down here, hanging around with losers, people who just want to be average, people who are okay with being unfit, unhealthy, people who don't want the best things, then that's the way you're going to live. That's what you're going to have until you start looking up and seeing that there's a level of people above you that will help push you. Because there's no point in you being the best in the room at anything. Because when you are the best in the room, who's going to push you? There's always someone better than us at everything. So you need to find those people. So when you're picking a training partner, there's no point in you picking a training partner just for your ego so that you can feel good because you're better than them. You need to find a training partner that's either on an equal level or fucking better than you so that you raise your game. But what a lot of us are doing is we're training with someone, and our standards are actually dropping because all we're doing is trying to aim to beat the person that we're with who's currently less fit than us, so we don't actually have to push ourselves very much. So be wary of this. I've always said that a true friend will always support you, try and help you, and try and push you and encourage you to do the best you can do. Think about the friends that you hang around with. Think about the people that you surround yourself with. Are they people that are trying to push and help, or are they people that are like, I think you shouldn't do that. I think you're doing too much. I think you're too thin. I think you've spent too long on that diet. Whatever bullshit it is, because what it does is I tell you what, success certainly brings out insecurity in other people. Okay, I know, because when I first started off with personal training, I didn't really have a clue about business, didn't really have a clue about most things. All I knew is that I was fucking prepared to work. I saw this personal trainer and his fucking flyers were everywhere. His fucking posters were everywhere. He was all over social media. He was fucking nailing everything. And I was like, and I found myself starting to like slag him off a little bit. Not slag him off, but say negative things. But in reality, that brought out an insecurity in me, because this guy was doing everything I fucking wanted to that I just weren't doing. So I know exactly how people feel when they start being negative towards people, because they're basically doing the shit that you should be doing. And when I noticed that about myself, I stopped. And I stopped playing the blame game. I stopped having little pity parties with myself, justifying that he's had more time training than me, he's been qualified longer than me, he's got it easier than me. And I was telling myself all these stories which were utter bullshit. The same way it's no easier for anyone else to get up in the morning than you. It's no easier for someone to prep food than you. It's no easier for someone to turn up to a class than you. It's no easier for someone to do fucking 20 burpees than you. It's no easier. It's just the more you do it, the more you push yourself, and the more you become comfortable with being uncomfortable, the better it is in the long run. But like I said, I found myself being a fucking jealous about someone's success, yet I looked at what I was doing and it didn't match what they were doing. So I was performing at this level, but I wanted results at here, and there's just a big fucking gap there. So I had to work on my marketing, I had to work harder, I had to get my post out there, I had to do the flyer, I had to do all the shit, and then to get myself up to that level. So when you look at people with bodies that you want, because a lot of the time I don't actually think you truly want the body, because when I tell people the work required for that body, it soon puts people off. When people say to me they want to be a certain size, a certain body fat, I say, okay. I had a clear example the other day. So one of the gym members told me that they wanted to get rid of a stone, and they wanted to lose their gut. And they've been trying, but it won't happen for them. So I said, I will tell you what you need to do, but you won't be prepared to do it. So they're like, I will. I said, okay, so what you're currently doing now, let's double it up. So currently you're doing 1 session per day, so let's do 2 sessions per day. I can't. Why can't you? So I start work at 8. Okay, well the gym opens at 6. Yeah, but that cuts into my sleeping time. Well, okay, so there's the first problem, is that you're not prepared to adjust your sleeping, and you're not prepared to get up earlier for the so-called big goal that you want. So the first thing I nailed this guy with, he had a reason and he had an excuse. And that's the same for a lot of us. What's the reason as to why you're not where you want to be? What's the truth? What's the truth as to why you're not in the body that you truly want? I mean the God's honest truth. Okay, not the story, the truth. Okay, you need to be completely honest and accept 100% accountability as to where you're at life. Because if you've got a shit job, if you're in a body that you don't like, if you hang around with dickheads, and things generally aren't going in the right direction, it is all down to you. You are your problem and you are your solution. All of these things can be rectified if you take it on board, you take the accountability of where you're at, and you start planning and prepping and getting yourself out of it. See, like I said, this hole. But you are your solution and you are your problem. See, this is another one of my drawings. It didn't go down too well. So you've got a fish, and you've got a man fishing. I get asked all the time, can you write me a diet plan? Can you write me a fitness plan? Listen, you can get the best diet plans on the planet free. Online, type into Google 1,500 calorie diet plan or 30-minute exercise program, or type it into YouTube. You'll get amazing workouts and nutrition ideas. But that's just, so when people ask me, can you write these for me and do this for me, I'm like, no, I'm not going to write out, and I've never been prepared to write out a nutrition plan for someone. All I do is give them ideas, templates to develop their own, because As you said, you've heard the saying, you can either give someone a fish and they can eat and then they'll go hungry, or you can teach them how to fish and then they can feed themselves for life. It's fucking powerful, that saying, guys. I'm going to repeat it again. You can either give them a fish and they'll eat it and then they won't know what to do, or you can teach them how to fish and they'll learn how to get their own food and not be hungry again. So it's the same way with nutrition plans, exercise plans. I give you people templates, and because you need to develop your own skills. You need to develop what you want to eat, what exercise you can do, because there's no generic program or nutrition plan that will work for everyone, because we're all different, we're all different sizes, we all like different shit, we all got different times of the day, we've all got access to different types of things. So by me giving one generic program, it doesn't work. But the problem is that when I give people a template and you've got to do it yourself, it's just another story as to why you haven't been successful, because the reality is you cannot be asked to do it. You cannot be asked to sit down, plan and prep, take the time to look at your food, see what hits what calories, see how much fats, proteins and carbs you're having, seeing what you can have for at certain days. People just aren't prepared. They're not prepared to put in the work and do what they're meant to be doing. And it's as simple as that. I've got a poll here, guys, that's going to pop up on your screen. So the question is, are you happy with your current reality? Okay? So your current reality, that's business, body, being, and balance. Everything I talked about before. It should pop up on your screen. Are you happy? So it's just a simple yes I am, no I'm not. Answer it for me, guys. So 40% of us have voted, 60% of us have voted. Why aren't you voting? It's yes or no. Are you happy with your current reality? Come on, guys, 67% of us have only voted. I can't see who's written what. I just want to know, are you happy with your current reality? 73% of us. So 80% of us have voted. Come on, we've got 10 more seconds, guys. Okay, so we're going to close the poll. So, from the poll, guys, this is no bullshit. So we've got yes, and we've got no. 92% of us said we weren't happy. That's cool, that rubber, isn't it? 92% of us said we weren't happy with our current reality. That's powerful right there. So 92% of the people that are on this call are not happy with where they're currently at. Okay? So I'm gonna throw out another one, and this is deep, this one, guys. So, who is to blame? Who is to blame for your unhappiness? It's just one of two answers. It's either you or someone else. Vote for me, guys. 75% have voted. Come on, who is to blame? If you're not happy with your current reality, who is to blame for that? Be honest. Is it someone else or is it you? Something else, or is it you? And you got 10 seconds. Come on, guys, fill it in. Cool, done. So, I asked you if you were happy with your current reality. 92% of you said no. And I asked you who was to blame, you or someone else. And 100% of the people that voted said you. Guys, the number game does not lie. It's crazy, crazy, crazy that we are aware of problems, whether it be in our body, that we're currently in a body and a figure that we fucking do not like, and we're not doing enough about it. It might be our business, we're in a fucking job that we do not like, and we're doing nothing about it. Our mindset stress levels might not be where they need to be, and we're not addressing them, and we're not removing the stress out of it, because it's a simple process, guys. Analyze and remove. I know you say it's as easy as that. It is as easy as that, because there's one thing that you will not get back, and that's time. Time is non-refundable. You will never ever receive the time that you get back, that you have back. And you don't want to get to a point like living your life overweight, like living your life unfit, and looking to a point further down the line, 10, 15, 20 years down the line, and think, I wish I would have done it sooner. Because so many people say that to me. I wish I would have done it sooner. So that might be you're in a relationship that you're unhappy with. And relationship, it could be relationship with your friends, it might be a relationship with your partner, it might be a relationship with your kids, it might be a relationship with yourself that you're unhappy with. Why aren't you doing something about it? You are your solution, you are your problem. We've just been made aware that 92% of us are not happy with the current situation, and 100% of us take accountability that it's us that is the problem and us that is the solution. What are we going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? Because we've got facts. This is my gangster style writing. We've got facts versus stories. So facts being reality, stories being imagination. I want you to consider this, guys. I want you to consider this. Are you actually really putting in as much effort as you tell people that you're doing with your nutrition and your exercise? Are you really doing as much as you can? Are you really putting in the effort every time you come to the gym? Every time you leave the gym, are you laying it on the line? When you're telling people about your nutrition, are you only telling people about the good stuff? Are you telling people about the good meals, but you fail to talk about all the little snacks, naughty little snacks that you have in between? Are you telling everyone a story that you don't have time? Because we all know that fucking story. We all know that fucking story about time. You have fucking 24 hours in a day, like every other person on this planet. Okay? So that's 168 in a week. I know these numbers fucking off by heart by now. I've said them so many times. We are looking for 4 hours. 5 hours. 4 or 5 hours per week. Let's get this. 5 hours for your gym and fitness. And do you know what? When I talk about gym and fitness, I'm talking about fucking mindset as well. Tell me a time that you've been to the gym and you felt shit afterwards. You felt shit from doing a workout. It's very, very rare. Very rare. Tell me a time that you've sat on the sofa and avoided going to the gym and you felt good about it. Fucking zero. Fucking zero amount of times have you booked yourself for a class, not gone to it, and felt fucking good about it. All it is more fucking negativity in your mind, more doubt, more confirmation that you're not fucking up to it, you're not good enough. We've seen it this week. I've posted pictures of Helen Stocker. She walks through my gym, walks through the doors, 24 stone, completely out of shape. You've seen the pictures. We're not going to lie. We're not going to sugar wrap it. She was out of shape. Her health was in a bad way. She didn't really have much of a life. She weren't doing much. She weren't getting out. She had no experiences. 11 months down the line, she's a fucking completely new woman. She decided to listen. She decided to follow what we said. And most of all, she fucking took action. So many of us are like, yap, 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 yap. Talking about what we want. We want. The thing about, I'm going to get back to this time in a moment. The thing about what we want, yeah. Let's rub this out. The thing about what we want, here we go. Right, let's go. So we're here. The thing about what we want, so it's here. First goal. We get there. Then we want more. We get there. Then we want more. We get there. Then we want more. You will never, ever, ever be 100% happy. No one ever will, because you always want more. Especially when it comes down to your body and your fitness, you'll always want more. It's always this little area, this little bit more weight, a little bit more fitness, whatever it'll be. But the good thing to do is when you hit these goals, I want you to look back. And I want you to look at, what have I achieved in this time period? What have I achieved? And do you know what happens when you look back at that? Is you get fucking confidence. And I don't care what any of you say. You don't want a clothes size. You don't want a number on the scales. You don't want a certain fitness level. What you want is fucking confidence. Confidence in you. Confidence in the way you are. Confidence in the way people see you. That is what you want. People don't want a number, they want a fucking feeling. So every time you hit a goal, look back. Like I told Helen, look back. Analyse what you've done. Because you've either done the work or you haven't. And then when you've looked back and you've analysed, you've taken confidence, then look forward. What's next? How am I going to get there? What am I going to do? So we're going to go back to this. So I ask you for 5 hours per week. And that is roughly 2.8% of your week. You tell me you haven't got time. I'm asking you for 5 hours out of 168. And you tell me you haven't got it. You tell me you want this change of body. You want this change of mind. You want everything that comes with it. You want the confidence, you want the self-esteem, and you're fucking not prepared to give me that. You're not prepared to give me the minimum requirement of 2.8% of your time. Yet you tell me you want something bad. And theoretically, you've literally got 97.2% of your time to do what the fuck you want. And apparently this 2.8% is too much. It's asking too much. It's people calling you obsessed because you spend 2.8% of your time in the gym. People trying to put you off the gym because you're doing too much because it's 2.8% of your time. The people that are around you are trying to sabotage you for 2.8% of your time. I guarantee you probably spend more time on the fucking toilet than you do in the gym. You spend more time on the toilet and having a shower than you do in that fucking gym. I wonder how many hours that you spend on watching TV. I guarantee it's more than 5 hours per week. But people don't come up to you and say, you're obsessed with that TV. You need to throw the TV away. Imagine if you could analyse how much time you spent with your beak in other people's business on Facebook. Now, I spend a serious amount of time on Facebook. Promoting my business, doing videos, statuses. But sometimes I find myself in other people's business, when in reality I should be concentrating on my own. So the biggest story people talk about is their time. They tell me they haven't got time. It's not time, it's the fact that you do not prioritise your health and fitness above spending time on Facebook, spending time watching TV, spending time on the phone, whatever it may be. You do not prioritise your health, your well-being more than other things, because we all have time. We all have time to do the shit that we want to do. So if you want to watch TV, you find the time. If you want to go and shower, you find the time. Whatever you want to do in your day, you find time because you prioritise it. And if you keep believing the story and telling yourself that you can't do it because you haven't got the time, you are just on a spiral, down, 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 and you're not going to be successful in the long run. I just spoke about time. Got two deep questions. How much time? Let's talk about it. Let's be honest. How much time did you waste today? So from the time you've got up to now, how much time have you wasted doing stuff that doesn't really help you get to where you want to be? How much time have you wasted? And I'm sure if you look across your week, days and weeks, my life changed on when I did a time management analysis, time management. So I used to tell people I was busy as fuck. I was doing stuff all the time. I had no free time. The same stories as what you told. And then suddenly I did a time analysis. So what a time analysis sheet is that from the time you wake up to the time you go to sleep, you had to analyse every 20 minutes what you did. I fucking guarantee you, if you do that, you will realise, and if you do it across a week, you will realise you have fucking plenty of time to do the shit that you want to do, that you're telling yourself and you're telling friends and you're telling people around you that you haven't got time. You are bullshitting, you are lying. Because if you get this sheet out and analyse every 20 minutes of your day, I know it sounds OCD and freakish, but I've done it and I realised that I have far more time than I thought. Because a lot of the time I was fucking about, messing around, doing stuff that I shouldn't have been doing, instead of concentrating on the stuff that's going to make me successful and hitting. It's like, for example, going to the gym and doing a workout. Okay, some of you are taking an hour, 2 hours to do a workout that you could get smashed out in 45 minutes if you just weren't yapping and you worked harder. So that already you're saving 45 minutes to go and do something else. And when I'm talking about the different areas in your life, your body, your being, your balance, and your business, you can start putting attention into different areas. So what is your current time investment into you? What is your current time investment to you? To you and your growth? What is your current time investment? What do you do every day that's going to help you improve and help you get to the next level? Because if you, like I said, if you're happy and you're successful and you don't want any improvements, you shouldn't be here. As far as I'm concerned, this is for people who want to improve in their fitness, improve in their nutrition, improve in their mindset, improve in each area of their lives. But you need to know, how much time do you actually invest into you? When was the last time you actually made a financial investment into you? I bet you half of you actually spend more money on Sky TV per month than you do in your personal growth and personal growth and development. So, how much time did you waste today? So what have you done? Analyse what you've done, and how much free time did you actually have? How could you have been more productive? And what is your current time investment? So is it 1 hour per day at the gym? So that'd be 7 hours out of my 168, which isn't much. Work it out. Have a look into it. I'm going to finish off with this, guys, because you need to go and I need to go. So, a real life example. So today in my fitness class, I did a session with planking. So planking is elbows and toes, holding your body up off the floor. So it's a core exercise. Anyway, so my point was, so my personal best is around about 5.5 minutes. It's not great, but that's in one go. So today I asked my group to do 10 30-second planks, 30-second planks, where in between each one there was a 15-second rest. And some of you listening were actually doing this with me today. And do you know what was massively was made aware of? The fact that the 10 30-second planks, so that's 300 seconds, this is math time, so that's 300 seconds, that's 60, 40, so that's 5 minutes in total. Do you know what? All the stopping and starting with the 10 30-second planks was completely exhausting, and I actually found it harder overall to do the stop-start than I did just my one-off PB. I found this harder. And do you know what? It massively reminds me of all journeys. Every time you stop, start, it takes energy. It makes things harder every time you stop, start. It's a lot more physically demanding on the body than just staying in motion. So when you fucking start a journey, when you start a fitness program, when you start a nutrition plan, are you in it for the long run? That's the first question you've got to ask yourself. Am I in it for the long run? Because if you're not, stop now. Because you need to find something that is long term for you. Because when you start getting fitter, when you start getting stronger, when you start getting lighter, it's a fucking good feeling. It's a very good feeling. Why would you want that to stop? You need to find something that's not going to be stopped. I can't be feeling great, feeling shit, feeling great, feeling shit, feeling great, feeling shit. I can't be like that. You need to find something that's going to be sustainable for you and that you can continually do across all months, that's going to help you maintain a body, help maintain a healthy mindset for you. So, like I said, stop starting was a killer. And I find that for you guys, a lot of you are consistently stop starting with your nutrition, when it's a lot easier when you're in motion to stay in motion. And let me hit you with this, guys. Quote of the week: give me 6 hours to chop down a tree and I will spend the first 4 sharpening the axe. This was from a wise old owl called Abraham Lincoln. Okay, guys? Give me 6 hours to chop down a tree and I will spend the first 4 sharpening the axe. Okay? This means you're planning, preparation. Preparation. And the last story I'm going to tell you. Yesterday, I had a few people load up a trailer for me that I was taking to the skip. I didn't look in the trailer. The other people did it for me. Got to the skip. Everything was fucking all over the place. They hadn't organised everything. And I was in that skip yard for ages, pulling it all out, everything all over the place, nothing organised. Took me ages. I was getting stressed, angry, frustrated. So today, I'd loaded it up myself, put everything in bags, everything neat, everything tidy, got there, put it all in the sections, zero stress, no frustration, done, dusted, all in 10 minutes, 10-15 minutes. And you know, all because, one, I took responsibility and loaded it myself. I did some manual labour myself. 2, I made sure it was organised. So I took time to bag it all up and put it all in. And 3, it made my journey and my visit a lot easier just because I took the time to prepare. So you have time now to prepare your nutrition, you have time to prepare your exercise, you have time to prepare your whole week. What are you going to do about it? How are you going to spend the rest of your night now? It's 7:53. How are you going to spend the rest of your night? And I want you to consider this. I want you to consider the fact that maybe you're not working as hard as you could be. Maybe you're not as efficient as you could be. Maybe everything in your life could be a lot more improved if you just took time to plan and prepare and take a little bit more time. Because like I said, 92% of us said we weren't happy with our current situation. 100% of us told us it was down to us. So you are your solution, your problem. You can either go away from this and think, it was nice listening to Adam, yeah, I'm kind of motivated. Or you can fucking get off this, get a piece of paper, write down what you're going to do, how you're going to do it, when you're going to do it by, and then you're going to repeat and keep improving every single week. Guys, it was good to speak to you. I am now off, so enjoy the rest of my Sunday. Thanks for tuning in. See you later next week.